Mother, you really chose a bad time to call me, right when I was gonna do my frigging intro. You suck. I know you bought an item. Shut up. Anyways, so welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time, after taking care of some errands of forgotten items, we went into the Burn Tower and unleashed the legendaries upon the world, which are now roaming the region. And this time, we're gonna be taking the gym on, but friggin' Mother will not stop calling me about items that she bought with my money. You can tell I'm salty. What do you have for me? Okay, that's actually pretty good. I don't know the return rate on that, but you have no more further packages. I'll take a super potion. It's actually really not that bad. So yes, this time we're taking on this gym, and this one's gonna be a little more difficult. Yo, champ in the making. The trainers here use ghost-type Pokemon at will. A ghost is like a shade or a phantom. It won't do any good to use physical strength alone. That's very misleading. You can use physical attacks, you just can't use normal and fighting moves. So the gimmick of this place is it's very dark, and these ladies, for some reason, have a bunch of candles. This place is kind of tough because we don't really have a method of dealing with ghost types. Okay, you're using Mean Look. The thing is, though, at least most of the ghost types in here are pretty frail, so as long as you get a hit in, you'll most likely one-shot them, but it's not really the trainers here that I have an issue with. It's gonna be the gym leader. The gym leader is gonna be a little tough, because when I was doing this as a practice run, it took me a couple tries just to take him down, just because our team is not very well equipped for ghost-type Pokemon, at least not for right now, so it'll be a little more difficult. Of course, you're using Nightshade. But I would say that if you're going up against this gym and you need something to counteract these guys, using your own Gasoline and evolving it into a Haunter is a really good decision. Either that or simply getting an Abra, since Kadabra is stupidly fast and hits like a truck with even just confusion. So, and all these guys are weak to Psychic, so that's another annoying thing. These guys like to use Spite, so that you have to constantly go back to the Pokemon Center and get all your PP back, so that's gonna be fun. I guess I can talk about PP usage as well, because I never mentioned what happens when you lose all the power points of all your moves. If you lose all the power points in all your moves, your Pokemon gets a new exclusive move of Struggle, which is a really, it hits hard, but it has a ton of recoil damage. It's basically a last resort option if you don't have any PP left. So, yeah, you're using Curse. That's fine. Curse is an interesting move, too, because what that does is it cuts if it's a Ghost-type Pokemon, it cuts their HP by half, but lays a Curse upon the opposing Pokemon, basically acting like a poison. If it's used on non-Ghost-type Pokemon, though, it just increases I believe it's the defense and attack of a Pokemon, but lowers the speed, so. And you have one more. Don't use Spite. I swear to God, if you use Spite right on the last moves here. Okay, you're just using Mean Look, that's fine. So yeah, get used to getting Mean Looked, because it's going to be very annoying. I am just going to surf all you guys to death, and goodbye. And Shell Bell. I like the Shell Belt, but man, it really does increase the length of these battles. $700. And you're going to cut off the lights, which is kind of annoying, but you can easily just remember where the path is. Putting on Jag. So yeah, that's the only bad thing as well, is that card's not going to get a lot of use, considering, she in this case, is mostly a physical attacking fighting type, so we can't really do much about that. Oh, hello, Haunter. Again, at least these things are pretty frail, so it's not that big of a deal. You're using Mean Look. Can I just say, I really like Haunter's design in this game. I don't know why, I like the disembodied hands that just comes from it, along with the fact that he kind of looks like a weird cat thing. Nightshade. Gonna be annoying because that's guaranteed 20 PP, or HP. Blech. Already getting PP and HP mixed up. Okay, how are you not dead? And you're gonna put me to, what? Yeah, 26. The way Nightshade works is it does the amount of damage that is equal to the level of the user. So in this case, since Haunter's level 20, it's gonna do 20 HP. Level 23 though. And sending in another Haunter. I'm gonna see if Felix would do better with this, because this is gonna be very annoying if I can't even one-shot the Haunters. Haunter. And Ember. Please die. Oh my god, you don't even do half health. So here's the thing too. If we have really big issues against the gym leader, I am not opposed to grinding. I want to see if I can... Okay, that's going to be fun. I do want to attempt doing this without having to grind, but if I do end up having to grind, I may just grind up to like maybe high 20s, like 28, 29-ish. Because the max level here is 25, so if you're following Nuzlocke rules, or I guess just level lock level lock rules, then you don't want to be past level 25 for this. Thankfully though, if you do fall off the map, you can just respawn to the beginning. I am just gonna heal real quick. I've returned with HP. The question is, can I survive long enough? I need to see cards moves, actually. I mean, again, these things are not that tanky. I could just try to aerial lace everything and hope for the best. I can try that. Because the thing is, I think they're more specially defensive than physically, at least, so... Another medium is here. I spent the spring with my Pokemon, then spring came again! Dear God. I'm pretty sure these guys only have Haunters and Ghastlies. I want to say one of them has a Misdreavus, because Misdreavus is a Gen 2 Ghost-type Pokemon, but in the original games, none of the trainers here actually have one, let alone the gym leader, so... It's kind of weird that they made a new Ghost-type Pokemon, but did not put it in the Ghost-type gym. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Thank God he broke through that. And if you're wondering too, Guts does not get affected by if you get cursed. It's not an actual status ailment. It has to actually say that it's a status ailment like burn, paralyze, whatever. So you can't take advantage of that. If it was poison though, that would have been great. This one's the toughest of the ones to remember because you have to go backwards and go around. So let us see here. Martha's just a ghastly. I'm sorry. I do think that the Ghost-type gym is probably the weakest of all the gyms. I mean, because the thing is, like, yeah, the first one's really easy, but the first one's supposed to be really easy. It's just a flying-type gym. And it can be hard if you chose Chikorita. The second gym's really easy, but at least Bugsy uses 2 of the middle stage evolution bug types, aka Kakuna and Metapod, and then uses a really cool Scyther. Then Gym 3 is just freaking annoying with Whitney's stupid Miltank that is extremely hard to kill. But again, at least it has identity with that. The Ghost-type gym, like, yeah, it can be hard, but it really doesn't have anything going for it. Literally, the only things we're fighting are the Ghastly line. We're just fighting Ghastlies and Haunters. And there's really nothing special they're doing besides Mean Look and Spite and Curse. Like, that's all they're doing. And the occasional Nightshade. Man, we're one-shotting these Ghastlies. That is beautiful. So, I don't know. That's just the only gripe I have with it, because, again, Misdreavus exists, and it existed in Gen 2, yet you can't... They won't use it here. I didn't need to go up that far. They don't use Misdreavus at all, which is really strange to me. Heading through here, this one, actually I can just go straight across, and actually I can just go straight to the gym leader. However, I will say that the gym leader is pretty tough, and I'm actually going to make a save in preparation for this. Once you've saved, I'm not looking forward to this. It's good of you to have come. Your Necrotique Pokemon have long been revered. It's said that a rainbow-hued Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. I believed that tale, so I have secretly trained here all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. I see a shadow of the person who will make the Pokemon appear. I believe that person is me. You're going to help me reach that level. By being a gym leader? Whatever. Fight against Morty! Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Starts off with a level 21 Ghastly, Poison Ghost type, knowing the moves Lick, Spite, Mean Look, and Curse. This thing's gimmick is to keep you locked in and waste all of your PP so that you're forced to swap after it goes down. That's why I sent out Card here, because Card's not going to get that much use in this fight to begin with, so I don't really care if he uses Spite against Card. Well, okay, there's a crit hit. I will gladly take that. And a level up, too. Really nice. Next up is Haunter. Now, which one is this one? Because he has 2 of them. Level 21, Ghost Poison type, knowing the moves Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Curse, and Nightmare. This thing will try to whittle down your health by putting you to sleep, cursing you, and then healing itself with Dream Eater. So, try to take this thing out as fast as you can. Hopefully it just goes for... Okay, good, it missed. Perfect. And we don't even have a speed tie. I was worried about this thing. So far, Card's just sweeping the floor here. I love this. Oh, you're sending out your ace. Oh god, okay. I have a plan, and I'm hoping it works. So his ace is a level 25 Gengar, Poison Ghost type, holding a Citrus Berry, knowing the moves Hypnosis, Shadow Ball, Mean Look, and Sucker Punch. This thing sucks, because it is extremely fast and hits like a truck. So my idea is to try to paralyze this. Okay, good, you went for Mean Look. I'm not counting on Jag to survive this whole fight, but I need that paralyzation. Paralyze will cut this thing's speed in half and give it a potential to not be able to even make a turn. So, rest of this, I'm just going to try to whittle down with Thunder Shock. There's no point in using Growl since it has special moves. This thing's Shadow Ball hurts. It sucks. It is really, really powerful. It is quite overpowered for this guy to have a Gengar to begin with. 2 Paralyze Locks. I can at least try to get its Citrus Berry out of the way. So, yeah, there's the Citrus Berry. I mostly wanted to get rid of that as well because Citrus Berry heals for a lot. Hypno. Oh, you suck. Thankfully, it doesn't have Dream Eater, but there is always the chance that he swaps, in which case, if he does swap, I will swap as well. Sucker Punch. Not too bad. I will say, though, Sucker Punch is a physical attacking move. It's a physical Dark-type move, so I guess if anything... okay, there's the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is also really annoying because it has a chance to lower your special defense. Oh my god, that's really powerful. But I'm hoping that Card can finish this out. Aerial Ace, please. At least I'm faster thanks to Paralyze. Oh my god, you don't do that much either. That sucks. Okay, you don't kill. You're gonna heal. Yeah, you have Hyper Potions this time. I may have an idea. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that much damage. I have an idea. It's probably gonna spam Shadow Ball. At the worst, Rattata will just not get hit. Or at the best, it won't get hit. Perfect. Because since normal types can't be hit by ghost type moves, I can just take this chance to heal up Card. And you're doing Mean Look. Okay. I guess since I'm in this, do I have Leer? No, of course I got rid of that. I could try Rock Smash. That does have a chance to lower physical defense. Never mind, it's a fighting type move. I'm stupid. Well, crap, I can't really do anything. I can't even swap out either. I guess we're in for the long... Why? Now you're just trying to waste my time. It's like you knew what I was doing. You suck. You're gonna take forever just to kill me. Please, just kill me. Thank you. I was gonna say, if somehow Rattata survives that. Okay. Thing is, what do I do here? Who's the most special tank of all of us? 35, 37. Oh, you are, and you still get hit really hard. I have an idea. There's a chance that Felix can survive a Shadow Ball. I'm gonna hope that if Felix does, then I can take advantage of Blaze. Because if I can, that'd be great. You're paralyzed, that's good. The only bad thing that might happen is he might use another Hyper Potion. And you're just spamming Hypnosis. Please bleed to kill. High roll, please. Thank God. Okay. That was the thing I was worried about most. That thing sucks to fight. And his last Haunter, which I'm just going to go to card for. His last Haunter is a level 23, Ghost Poison type with the moves Curse, Beam Look, Sucker Punch, and Nightshade. It's basically just the Ghastly, but a little hard hitting. That's all it is. Just go for Aerial Ace. This thing doesn't have the beefiest of defenses. Case in point, and you're just trying to lock me in. Buddy, you are screwed. Your Gengar was the only thing that could have taken out my entire team. You got more discipline than anyone else. I got more discipline by just spamming the A button. See you later, sucker. Okay, didn't need to grind, thank God. I usually get really nervous about this fight. How is this possible? I don't think our potentials are so different, but you seem to have something more than that. So be it. This badge is yours. The Fog Badge! By having the Fog Badge, Pokemon up to level 50, including traded Pokemon, will obey you. Also, Pokemon will be able to use Surf. Here's another thing. I want you to have this too. TM30. Very worth it because it's Shadow Ball. It causes damage and may reduce special defense. Use it if it appeals to you. That is one of the best Ghost-type moves in the entire game, and possibly the entire series. Unfortunately, I don't think any of my Pokemon can actually learn it, but, yeah, no. If you're using a Kadabra or something, definitely put it on that. It's a really good Ghost-type offensively kind of sucks, but it's nice to use against Psychic types. And Beverly, what the hell do you want? Beverly, where you asleep, spruced up your Snubble. Congrats. I could care less about your Snubble. Really quickly, I'm gonna go and heal. Back outside. We're at a weird kind of crossroads we can choose here. This is the first game in the series where you can kind of just choose where you want to... Well, Red and Blue had that too, but... In this case, we can either head east towards Mount Mortar and all that. We can now surf, so we can actually make it all the way over to Mahogany Town and the Lake of Rage. However, though, once you've done that, you will reach a dead end here, and you'll be forced to head west anyways. So, for the sake of this, I'm heading west. That's more of the intended route, so we're heading west first over towards Olivine City. That's our main next destination. So, let's head over. And it has this really good theme. It reminds me a lot of Gen 1. Putting Felix in the lead. Onwards and upwards. Where did you say you're from? New Barktown. That's the town where Professor Elm lives, right? You've come a long way to get here. No kidding, man. My feet are tired. Route 38 has a lot of trainers and a lot of new Pokemon. So, going into the new Pokemon we can get here. Starting off with Magnemite. It is a great electric steel type. It is a monster of a special attacker, and since it has the coverage of steel type, it has very few weaknesses. Well, quad weakness to ground, yes, but it resists a lot of things, making it immune to poison as well. This thing can cover a lot of ground. Along with that, it gets really good moves of Discharge and Thunder Wave. However, a lot of the moves that you're going to have to teach this thing rely on TMs. Along with that, it's impossible to get this thing's full evolution of Magnezone since there's no magnetic area within Heart Gold and SoulSilver. So, unless if you were going to trade it over to Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, you're going to miss out on having a Magnezone. Unfortunately. However, that doesn't mean it's bad. Magneton can hold its own very well, and again, Electric Steel is just a really good typing, so I still highly recommend it. Another new Pokemon you can find here is Farfetch'd. No. Dear God, no. It is a normal flying type that doesn't do anything special. It is just really bad. It has an okay attack, really bad defenses. It has a really mediocre move pool. It's just not good. There's plenty of other normal flying types that does its job far better, and you could have gotten it way earlier on, such as freaking Pidgey. Another new Pokemon we can get here is Miltank. Miltank, as we've seen from Whitney's team, is stupidly tanky. It is meant to stall fights and heal itself through its unique move of Milk Drink. strangely speedy. You can actually put up some really good defenses and have a really good combo of using Defense Curl and Toxic, since Toxic can just be on anybody for whatever reason, making it ridiculously hard to deal with. Add Milk Drink and you have yourself a normal type tank. Otherwise, it doesn't have anything special in the terms of offense. It is mostly there just to tank your fights. It's kind of like an off-brand Snorlax. A really good normal type we can find here, actually, is Tauros. It is an insanely fast and powerful physical attacking normal type. It can be stupidly good as a sweeper, and weirdly enough, it learns a lot of good special moves like Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Flamethrower, which is really weird, but I would highly suggest putting, once we are able to get it at least, Earthquake for coverage, and Return. This thing with Return is stupid. It is really good, it has a really good attack stat, and Return just complements it for all of that. Highly recommend it. At a 1% chance for some ungodly reason is Snubble. No. It does bolster a pretty impressive attack stat, but it is really slow and frail, making it kind of hard to use compared to all the other normal types. Along with that, it just doesn't do anything much different than the other normal types. I guess there's the nice thing of it being able to learn the Elemental Fang moves, but why would you ever use that? Just use other Pokemon for that. The last Pokemon on this route that's due is, strangely, a SoulSilver exclusive of Meowth. Yeah, weirdly this thing's SoulSilver exclusive. It's a weird normal type that kind of just feels out of place here. While it's not terrible, it doesn't get much good moves, and there's limited strategies with this thing besides using Fake Out. The only coverage move it also gets are Dark moves and Power Gem for some reason. Otherwise, it's not bad, but it's very outclassed, especially since Tauros and Snubble are here. We should chat about Professor Oak. I could care less about talking about Professor Oak. And I was not paying attention to my screen. I was looking at my notes. Okay, we're fine. I'll put Warp in the lead, though. I want to mention one thing with Meowth, though, because I don't want to paint Meowth as a horrible Pokemon. And one of you guys actually mentioned this in the comments, and I was going to save it for when we can actually get Meowth here. Pokemon SoulSilver technically is the easiest game out of the two, for the sake of grinding money. Meowth has an exclusive move called Payday, where when it uses this move, it puts coins on the ground, and once the Pokemon is down or you win the fight, you get extra money from the fight. Now that's good in and of itself. That's really good because it essentially increases your money gain a lot, actually, especially in this game where you don't get a lot of money. The other unique thing about Meowth, though, is this is the first Pokemon we can actually get the ability of Pickup with. Pickup is a strange ability as well, for what it does is it allows Meowth to pick up random items in the field. It's determined by a certain amount of steps, and after you... Actually, it's not determined by steps. It is determined by after a fight. It has a chance to pick up a random item after a fight. However, Pickup is determined by... Well, the items you get from Pickup are determined by the level of the Pokemon. Higher the level Pokemon, the better items you can get. And this can be stuff like nuggets, this can be stuff like IV boosting items such as HP and other up items, I guess you could say, HP ups and the such. However, as well, you can also get rare candies through this method. It's the only farmable way of getting rare candies, besides doing the Pokeathlon Tome. So I would actually highly recommend grabbing a Meowth if you're struggling with money, because Meowth is your saving grace with getting money in this game. Sucks for Heart Gold players, because, well, you literally can't get one, so it does have that caveat for Heart Gold players, but I digress. Meowth is actually a great Pokemon for that, and I do thank you in the comments for mentioning Meowth's specialness for that. I was just waiting to have a good moment to talk about Meowth. I guess I can just go back to Goldenrod. We are pretty much out of time for the episode. I do want to go back and go to the Pokemart real quick just to go and see what Mom has. And also, I do want to mention, off screen, I meant to talk about this yesterday, last episode, but I have 12 orange berries, and I did that by growing the berries in the berry pots. You want to have at least 7 orange berries. I would get 1 or 2 more just in case, but literally all I did was fill up the pots, wait till they were bountiful with fruit, and just did that twice. Rindo berries, really? Please tell me they have more. You suck. But anyways, that is where I'm going to leave things off for this one. So, next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, we'll be exploring more of Route 39? Was it 39? I'm going to go over here. I'm so bad with route names, I'm sorry. Actually, this is like 40, it's 42, right? Oh, it is 38. Okay. Again, I'm horrible with route names, I'm sorry. So, as we'll be doing next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.